Hello and welcome back. It has been a while. As you can probably hear in my voice, I am still a little under the weather. We got hit with the big C, I think. I never got actually tested, but ever since last Saturday, so a whole week now, we've been sick, but we're finally kind of over every symptom that matters. Now I just have a stuffy head and my throat's a little dry, but that's probably because my house is really dry right now. But we got a nice new humidifier, so that'll fix that. Welcome in everybody. Reaper, Matt, Symptomatic Sea Urchin, Hillbilly Irish. Hillbilly, thanks for the resub, appreciate ya. Resub from Sea Urchin as well, I believe. Irish, welcome in, buddy. Everybody welcome in. We got some really fun games to watch this week, and that member berries change. We'll look at it. We'll check it out. We'll see how we feel. I look like shit. Hey now. I haven't shaved in a while. Like it? You like it? It's good to see you. Good to see you too. Hope I get better. Yeah, I'm feeling alright. I'm still pretty tired though. I get winded when I walk up the stairs, but I guess that's pretty normal too. Anyway, let's get started. Welcome in. We're not going to watch all of our videos. We are going to watch the main ones, the good ones, the fun ones, the exciting ones. Make sure you check out that new video on YouTube if you want to see all of my games. I actually didn't lose a single one this week. I did forget to click record once though, but Moody had a draw as well, so we still have 15 total games. So we will watch them, and we'll start with a fun one on the Adventure Lock in Silver. Let's see what happens. Excuse any muting I have to do for mucus and phlegm and coughing and whatnot. Gross. All right, so Cow Stampede, can't wait for that shit to be level 6. That'll be great for Team Wars. That's just like just enough difference for like, you know, like a low level Satan won't kill him, shit like that. So right now we're just gonna be like, all right, let's try to have Mr. Well, look at this. This is actually looking pretty good. Deckhand kicking some ass. Deckhand keeping the dog poo alive a little bit longer. Ooh, and that's a big hit on those cows. Is that gonna be 2 bars? Ooh, probably. As long as we kill Ned here with the gunslinger. Oh no, he does stop me. That Ned is a lot of DPS. The base level gnomes, level 3 gnomes, maybe they have a little bit of upgrades. I can't remember. Ooh, it would have been nice to get that gunslinger out on. Ooh, big hit there. Ooh, this is trouble. This is a bar. And Terrence Mephisto getting murdered by that gunslinger boost. Whoa. We do got our. Ooh, look at this. Got to get Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer only level 1 though. Putting out. Oh, could get poisoned here. But those cows, level 4, gonna take the bar. Oh no. Looks like we're in trouble, but the DSR does let the new kid deal with them. We're gonna put our Jimbo out to protect our Ned. See what happens here. Deckhand is our next choice. Oh, this could be good. Ooh, a level 2 Satan. Just enough, though, to deal with the Ned. The dog poo won't one-shot him even. It's a very low-level dog poo. Oh, man. That level 7 Deckhand winning the game for us. But those cows, hard to deal with. Hard to deal with. Good for him. Well played on his part. All right, what are we going to play? Or which one are we going to play next? Let's do this one. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Is it? Wait. Shit. This one? No. This one? No. Shit. Did I pick the wrong one? So that's the. No, that's not the right one. That's the one, the bubbly agent. That's the one we want, but we had another one. There we go. Okay. So not this one. Okay, got it. All right. Wait. Do you need to watch this one? I think we need to watch this one. He took a bar. I don't think I meant to watch out. Sorry, I mislabeled these and I was a little bit confused, but now I see. Okay, so we're gonna go the bubbly agent from Anonymous Italia. Anonymous Italia is like a kind of like a place where a bunch of retired folks go. A lot of alt accounts over there. So this is very likely a pretty good player here. With decent levels for the 67 rank. As you can see, the level, you wouldn't expect level 5 epics from 6700 really. So definitely somebody who will play higher than their 6700 rank, but pretty good interaction there. We probably fed Satan here a little bit too much with that dog poo, but good here. Ooh, we do have, it is the level 4 Satan. Level 4 Gunslinger though, so low level Gunslinger. Now we'll see what happens here. Maybe this will be all right. The Gunslinger though could get good value. We want to wait till the Gunslinger to hit the Man-Bear Pig. All right, we're good here. Satan does get healed by the Ned, 92 apiece there because of that Gunslinger. Ned does heal even with the boost. So if you give Ned an extra 100 attack real quick, he'll start healing really quick. That's why he works so well with Jimbo. So looks like we have an advantage here. Man-Bear Pig, definitely a surprise pick. Most teams didn't expect the Man-Bear Pig. They were using their DSR on Jimbo and stuff like that. Satan was a good counter, but we had so much stuff that we felt that we could counter cows with. Even just a nice dog poo play countered the cows pretty well. So I think we felt like there was enough stuff we could bait the DSR where our Man-Bear Pig, like even here, Man-Bear Pig just chunked out the enemy Jimbo and had good value there. Now our Ned survives. This is great. Catapult is going to survive that poison. You have to have a level 7 poison to kill the catapult. Not a whole lot of people do. This should be good here. Hoping to get some extra heal. Ooh, this is going to be pretty good. Good DSR there. Nice. We're going to get the monkey out. Okay, monkey versus monkey here. A little bit of a level advantage. Nicely played here. Good coon. Or good coop to slow play the dog poo. Nicely done. Hopefully the Stampede's got to get through the Satan somehow, which I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull that off. But the dog poo hits the coop, which is great. That's great for us. That took a lot of the coop away from him. Like a lot of the cocks. So he's going to have like a decent amount coming at us though, which is nice. Good for him. I think I'm kind of thinking I can wait on the Man-Bear Pig and get good value here. All right, we're going to play the Ned on the bottom side, make him choose. And the Gunslinger with these cocks. Well played, dealing with his Gunslinger. All right, we have the Satan incoming, but hopefully, yes, our Ned survives. That was the goal. The monkey coming in, lots of damage. Dying to the dog poo, but getting good damage. The Ned not dying on the backside, though. That's trouble. But these rodents, the rats should die real quick, and then we push through with the top side. Well played. When the coop is played well, very difficult. This must have been the second time I played him, because I played him on this account as well. This account much lower levels, although the other account had level 4 Jimbo. I think this one has level 5 Jimbo, but a lower level Man-Bear Pig, so it's kind of a trade-off. All right, it's a pretty good start. 3 trade for 3, but he kind of walks into me, so this is feel pretty okay here. We got the Jimbo, we got the dog poo, we're feeling all right. Don't need to stop it because that catapult knockback is really good. Helps us out. City Walk was a pretty good choice this week with the coop. It can be really dangerous, but there was nothing really. You didn't really get too much of an advantage off of it, I felt. There's so much that could go wrong with that too, that if you don't do it quite right. So this is interesting if I play the coop. Okay, we played the coop. Okay, ooh, this could be a Satan right here. Might have made a mistake. Ooh, no, the DSR. We're going to play our DSR against him, though, just to try to keep this advantage a little bit. His catapult, though, is beating us up, but the catapult was attacking the Jimbo the whole time, which is kind of the goal. We're doing all right. We get some decent hits on this coop. Yes, the DSR hitting the coop. That's good for us. Really, if you're able to hit the coop, you really take away the value from that coop, you know. All right, now we're going to pretty good here. We know that he's got that DSR that he already used, so we feel pretty good here. And we can keep him healed up. The poison could come here and could be dangerous, but we'll see. The Ned does get on that catapult, which is big, very important there. Ooh, good hits though. The Gunslinger was one thing that kind of slowed the value of that Man-Bear Pig down, because if Man-Bear Pig gets hit by the new kid with that Gunslinger boost, it can do real good. But the Monkey was very good versus Jimbo and Garrison this week. A lot of damage, a lot of value. So I think it was right to split that up, get the Monkey and the Rats. Gnomes was all right, but Monkey was just very, very good. So we're still keeping this guy alive, plus 30 per hit, which is pretty good. Our Man-Bear Pig definitely survived because of that Ned, so that was really nice. I thought, all right, Gunslinger should be all right, but then I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure we got to use the Dog Poo too, so just to make sure we defend here, don't want to end up losing. This guy's definitely a competent player. We'll go for the Stampede here, but we'll see. I think we know that that's just going to get Satan, so we're just kind of, see, there we go, hoping that he messes that up. Maybe we can get the cows out and out. And I realized, like, right here, I was like, shit, I should have just played the cows because he played that. But he could have DSR'd the cows too, so we're hoping that we just deal with this Ned with these cocks in the background. Nope. But the Monkey does deal with them. Monkey's just so good, man. He helps on defense a little bit. I should have played cows. What was I doing? Look at how much damage I had. I screwed it. Well played, though, on that guy's part. Go, cow, go. Count it. I think that counted for my points. I can't remember. I cannot remember. All right, now let's do another one. Pyrudemia. I've lost to a few Pyrudemia before, so every time I beat one of them, I feel like I have to show it because it's like, fuck them. Monkey's an underrated card. Monkey's very good. I'd love to get him 7. Outside cat's becoming an inside cat. Aw. Well, hopefully she gets along. Or they'll hate each other. Irish, how you been, man? All right, we have Oso Delaco So Sexual. So we get a good lead here. Level 5 Jimmy. Jimbo. All right, he's got a good counter here as well. We're kind of slow playing here. We're like, we don't want to give him a target for the poison. So we're kind of slow playing. Now here, I feel like I make a mistake here. I shouldn't have played the Man-Bear Pig quite like this because this is giving him DSR value. But I will say, I mean, I've already taken, see how much damage I already took? So I already got like pretty good value from him. Then it got put in half. So like he still got, Man-Bear Pig still got like a lot of value. And now he played the Garrison into me. Terrible play if you ask me. Garrison was a bad pick. If you picked Garrison, your team screwed you. Dog Poo did Dog Poo have full health there? Hold on. Was Dog Poo a good hit there? Dog Poo had decent amount of health. You know, him getting hit by that was not terrible. Worked out pretty well. But I mean, it could have hit any of the cocks too. That would have been obviously better. But even though he got one hit off, didn't really do much. So decent defense though. But we're able to actually deal with the cows without using our DSR, without having to use anything too big there. So very poorly played cow if you ask me. And now we're in good shape. A poison here could deal with us, but we can Jimbo Gunslinger then and be in a really good position. Don't want to give him rat value. We're just going to use it. All right, the Satan there. So that's great. So our cow stampede really has value here. And like I said, we can get this background. Now, we could have used Dragon Slayer there because we didn't need to worry about, you know, the enemy. So there's a good poison. So now we don't have to worry too much. We could get DSR'd here, but it's not going to matter because we're going to have a nice boost in the attack. There we go. The Gunslinger showing the value, and the Jimbo won't stop it. Jimbo is too slow of a play. Might even not be able to stop this one. Ooh, no, we're not going to be able to get it. Oh, Jimbo just not far enough to get that chip there. So we're going to play the Coop up here. We don't want to just feed them. We want the Ned to keep walking just like that. We don't want the... So that was kind of a positioning play there. If we would have played Coop in a way where Ned could have attacked him, Ned would have stayed back. So we wanted to make sure that Ned wasn't going to hit anybody. So very well played there. We take out his stuff. Our rats are going to eat around his rats. We just play the DSR to distract them on the top. Hopefully we can grab this last hit just at the end. Yeah, we pull it off. Well played. 3 bars. Nicely done. All right, now we got KR Los from Six Samurai. Decent team here. Let's see how we do. Welcome in if you're just joining you. If you can hear from my voice, I'm a little sick, but we're finally getting the show back on the road. Hopefully we can keep this going. We'll see about streaming tomorrow, but we should, at least for a little bit, play a little South Park for you guys, even if it's just an hour or so. All right, so this is pretty decent play here. We're just kind of slow playing, making him, you know, play into us. The Ned is a really good defense against stuff like that. I mean, I still took half of his bar, so we're in pretty good shape, but Ned attacks fairly quickly, so he's a pretty good counter to that. Now we're in good shape here. Because of the Coop play there, I played Jimbo a little bit on the bottom side, but we're just going to play our Coop to counter his Coop a little bit here. Now we're going to play the Monkey. I did misplay the Monkey there. I should have played it just like right onto the Ned, but ended up working out. Get some good value there. Now we have great value, and our Ned should be able to heal up this Jimbo off of these Coops real well. Ned getting healed 106 per hit. This is fantastic. The DSR comes out, not going to be able to impact the value of these cows here. So perfectly played cows. Played that shit perfectly. And Ned just like, I mean, the value that Ned got. I mean, look how long that Jimbo. Look at somebody. Let's go back and let's count how much heal. Let's kind of tally up how much heal this Jimbo got. 60. 130. Jesus, I can't even do it quick enough. Another 100, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Close enough, I'd say 800. 800, and it was never at full health. 900, close enough. 1,000. 1,100. 1,200. 1,300. I'd say 14, 15, 16, 17, 1,800 probably, 1,900, 2,000. Easily that Ned healed for 2,000. And if anyone said Ned wasn't the choice because he just gets poison killed, nuh-uh. Fantastic value there. Whoo! Ned is so good, man. That was fantastic. That was some bonkers value, man. I can't get over that. That was like 2,000 health that he healed. Nami, welcome. Good to see you. Long time, how are you? All right, we got Monkey, or not Monkey, Man Bear Monkey. All right, Ned in the background, pretty good one. All right, he's gonna see what he can do on the counter, but that's 7 energy. He's got the, okay, that's a bad Satan if you ask me. That is a bad Satan. So let's just slow play. All right, there we go. We're gonna get our poison out there, deal with a couple rats and the Ned. We're not even giving a shit about the Satan right now. Now we're dropping that. Fuck off, Satan. But we are dropping the rats. Oh, look at this. What is the cow doing? Did you see that? That cow just started attacking Satan. Did you see that? Hold on. Let's go back to that. Look at this. Oh, it's because the new kid died. So they didn't have a target. That's why. Nice. All right. All right, now this next one was actually the first game I played in Gold League, and we got some moolah. I beat up some noobs in Silver League and then jumped into Gold League on my worst account with level 4 Jimbo and Robo Bebe picks. Not a terrible pick. Robo Bebe versus Gunslinger. I think Gunslinger obviously a better choice, but we're going to see it right here. Who ends up getting more value? All right, good. Ooh, the poison. That was just a bad poison if you ask me. Bebe was not the big threat this week, so Bebe died. Not bad, but look how much damage that level 4 takes. That level 4 getting real beat up real quick, but the Monkey making up the difference. Monkey, fantastic card. Use Satan to kill what could have been killed by Monkey. Yeah, Monkey's so good, dude. I had a couple plays where Monkey went back to the back line and killed killed Gunslinger and Ned, I think. Like, so good. One shot the Ned, hit Gunslinger once, died, then killed Gunslinger with the blast. So this guy, I mean, honestly, this guy probably would have beat me if his team would have picked the right picks. He not only did he fuck up and pick, see, that was kind of a mistake on my part. I thought I'd kill the rats and nothing would happen. But Garrison, terrible pick. And City Walk guy, I think also kind of a terrible pick. So he ends up hitting my coop at about half health here. Not terrible. Pretty good for him, but didn't stop the one cow that really needed to be stopped. So we ended up doing pretty well here. And we get some coops. Some cocks still headed at him, so pretty good. Not bad. Can't complain about that. I'm going to slow play with the Ned. If he wants to poison just my Ned, go for it. I actually killed the Ned with Garrison. I could have played Satan earlier and saved the Ned, but that's fine. That's fine. At this point, I was just playing really defensively, and I figured 3 costs, just get rid of the Ned. No big deal. All right, he killed the monkey there. Big mistake, if you ask me. The monkey... Let's rewind this back. The monkey was about to kill him anyway. I guess he was just really trying to protect the City Walk guy. That was a terrible play, if you ask me. All right, here we go. Not bad. Easy clap. Boom. They might die. Buddy deals with him. All right, I like that. Poison could potentially kill the catapult now, which is good. Might not have to. One hit. Oh, no, they did not hit it. All right, let's do this. I like this. We're going to play our rats. The... Uh-oh. Nice. The 3 cost right there. Ooh, I like this. Get it done, baby. Deal with that defense. Nicely done. I like that defense from the baby. Working real well. Ooh, you can't hate on that. Force the 3 energy play. Ned is survive right now. Now we're just keeping him at bay here. Hoping that we can survive the Ned on the top side. Uh-oh. Gotta stop those. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ho-ho. We kept him away. He dealt with the Ned, though. The Ned getting tagged by one of those cockaroonies getting exploded. But it looks like he missed it, and he didn't have the energy for him. And he could have blown him up on New Kid, though. Well played. Well played. We did have one person. I don't know if it's one of the games we're going to watch, but if you check out the video on YouTube, and if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that. You'll see all the videos, and in one of the videos, somebody led with cows, let him took the first bar, then played City Walk guy, blew up the second bar with the City Walk guy, but then I ended up countering, and it was pretty fun, but it's pretty fun. All right, let's check out another one. We got Broman from Chef's Veteran. Obviously, ref and chef, so we're going to show that one. Use Satan to kill what could have been killed by Monkey. Oh, I said that. Yeah, that was great. Ned is so good. I mean, you saw that 2K value. I mean, if you can get him to poison something other than the Ned is money this week. Especially, you got Man Bear Pig, Satan, heals Satan. Sorry, there's another reason Garrison was bad. You could just play the rats on the bottom side. Forces you to play something. And the cows just like... People were afraid of the cows, but like all you got to do is just play dog poo or monkey against them, and you were going to deal with them without them getting too much value. Now that was too bad. The Gunslinger not getting off there from the Garrison, that was really good Garrison value there for him, because that Gunslinger would have cleaned up way quicker and we would have had much less value. So we're going to play our cows because he played his poison. The Jimbo play versus the cows, not very good. It's too slow. Too slow. It's good. It's a pretty decent counter play though, so we'll see how he builds the counter. But if you can take the 2 bars, you're in really good shape here. The catapult isn't gonna have the boost by the time he gets there, and we can slow play and build our own play here. We didn't get any range cards here, which kind of sucks. We would have liked to have cycled. But you can tell that catapult hasn't impacted anything, and the Jimbo's almost dead already. So this is where Garrison couldn't do anything like this. You know, Dog Poo was a great Jimbo killer. He was a great Satan killer once Satan was spawned. Now here's what we were talking about, how this monkey comes in and does nice work deals with the gunslinger a little bit. Taro, I don't know what he was doing with that. He could have gotten some damage there, but he completely wasted it. That's why we didn't decide to go with City Walk Guy, because it's just so easy to lose value. Even if you do kill the monkey, maybe you leave the monkey and maybe you leave the monkey. See, look at that. Maybe you leave those rats and the rats kill the gunslinger, right? Like, it's such a bad play potential that you just can't trust your teammates. You can't trust 50 people to deal with that. And then here's another counter here. Dog poo plus the DSR work really well to deal with the cows. Even if you lose 1 bar, not a big deal. And it's a pretty decent push coming at New Kid. Not bad. The Jimbo is just gonna get eaten the fuck up by this push here. I mean, that's just value city, man. They use the cows, you counter it perfectly, and then he tries to leave and fuck you with a disconnect. Fuck him. Fuck him. All right. We got I'm from the Matrix. We got Flustered Cuck showing it off again. Had one game where I played the Kyle buff on cows, then blew him up with City Walk Guy. Nice, dude. That's sick. Hey, Wally, welcome back. Arkansas, welcome in as well. Good to see you guys. It's been a while. Thanks for the sub as well, Arkansas. Good to see you guys. We're back up to 21 subs. We were on a hiatus for a while, so those will climb back up real slowly. But it's good to see you guys coming back after we've been gone for a while. Good to see that I'm not gone but not forgotten. But we'll get back into the swing of things. Dog poo hitting New Kid there. Very impactful. Now let's see this Robo Bebe. Ooh, look at that value. The DSR was used on that push. I mean, just the mistakes that people can make in weeks like this is just ridiculous. It's like Team Wars is rock, paper, scissors at this point, you know? It's like play the right card at the right time to counter their cards. And it's a science to an extent, you know? It's like, okay, if they play this card, you gotta play this card. If they play this card, play this card. It's pretty, for the most part, most weeks are like that. Some weeks it's really freeform because there's so much shit going on. But this week, very obvious. If they play DSR, try to play the cows. If they Satan your cows, just build a counter push off the Satan. And then get good poison value. Like getting good poison value, killing 1 range card, maybe dealing with some swarm, some rats, hitting the monkey is good with it. There's just a lot of stuff that you can hit with that poison to get really good value. All you need to do is kill 1 range card. Ned, low level catapult, whatever it might be. You'll see later in the game, my level 7 poison on my main gets so much value. So much value. All right, we got Ludson from Cripple Fight on Flustered Cuck. Cripple Fight, tough matchup for Flustered here. This was like my 2nd game, so we were feeling like this might be a tough night for us. We'll see how Moody does. We got the Gunslinger coming at us. Gunslinger versus the Bebe, just straight up. We'll see what happens. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and lead with the Satan. Would have been nice to maybe bait the Gunslinger. Yeah, see, that's a lot of value there. We're gonna go ahead and use our... He could Satan here and hit the coop, which is a mistake maybe on his part. I don't know. I mean, that's not terrible, but that kind of gives me a chance to slow play a little bit here. We'll see how this ends up, how much damage this Satan ends up taking from these cocks. All right, decent there. Poison, not able to kill the 6 quite. Just a little bit of value. Something like Labard would have been the idea to be able to deal with that backline a little bit easier. All right, we're gonna change our tune here. All right, I like that. He's gonna blow up all of our cows, which is not bad. Or all of our counter. That's not bad either. I don't hate that. This is feeling pretty good. We're killing his backline, which is important. All right, we feel pretty good here. The DSR could come out on this push and give us pause, but we'll see what happens here. He gets pretty good value from the City Walk guy there. We pretty much just want... that was probably a mistake. The DSR now can come out and get decent value. But, I mean, he didn't get our backline, right? So... Catapult still requires at least something to deal with him. We're gonna mix it up, get that Bebe out there early. Ooh, definitely a mistake with that Bebe. Oh, definitely a mistake with that baby. Big mistake there. Not bad, though. Not the worst case scenario. Let's see what we can pull off here. The level 3 net I have is really changing what I can potentially do. Oh, this might be the turning point. He screwed up and he played Garrison. Oh, and I screwed up, though, and I played Monkey before the Garrison. Oh, but Monkey is able to 1v1 the Garrison even with a Gunslinger boost. If without that Gunslinger boost, Monkey deals with Garrison easy peasy. You see that in one of my games on the YouTube channel. We probably skipped 5 or 6 games that were just, you know, spankings on my part. All right, good poison here. Deal with them pretty well. All right, nicely done. Moody coming back. All right, can we deal? Oh, can we get this one hit on by Dog Poo? Dog Poo. No, but Dog Poo able to deal with the Monkey, which is good. We're trying to slow play here. Maybe we can get a Satan hit here. See what we do here. Okay, he's just slow playing. He's going to try to get value. We made sure to keep it far enough away where those roosters aren't going to hit New Kid. And he does hit it. He's got it just in time, but hopefully we can kill. Yeah, we get him killed. He screws up the value. The Monkey goes through. Monkey getting... No, Monkey getting hit by the Garrison. Does get stopped if it is helped out. Ooh, the poison on the rats. Just quick enough. 28. He hits the catapult. Can we get there in time? No, the Satan. Oh, the Satan saves the day. Now we should have played the cows. I'm so stupid. Oh, if I would have played the cows, I probably would have won. 175 damage. Ah, I had so much value. I had so much energy there. I could have played the cows instead of the Dog Poo. The coop was gonna be there surviving. Yeah, I just realized I was like, fuck me, I should have played cows. We could have taken that one. As it stands, we still win perfect 3-0 on that account, so no big deal. All right, now this one's funny. So I've played Fixer a few times on the channel. If you check out the YouTube, there are 2 games. Stupid indeed. There are 2 games that I have in the Buckethead versus playlist against him. And at one point in one of those videos, I said something along the lines of, oh, I think I matched up against this guy in Team Wars. And I think I did, though it was on an account he probably just didn't recognize. And the guy actually commented and he said, we've never matched up in Team Wars. And I was just like, I mean, I think we did, but just, you don't recognize me. But now we've matched up in Team Wars. So how does it turn out? Let's find out. Spoiler alert. Need you to make that command meme stream. Okay, I'll try it. I'll do it just for you. Hey, Koo, welcome back. Thanks for the sub, baby. Long time no see. I'm doing good. The epic sax is always good. All right, so the Dog Poo versus Monkey there. I don't hate that because Dog Poo can get really good value against your Jimbo, your Man Bear Pig, even like anything that you could really take a lot of HP from if you play it right. So having Dog Poo out of there is great. Now this poison here probably won me the game. If I would have played it better, I could have killed those two rats, but it wouldn't have changed much. But that poison right there, poison level 7, killing that 6 energy real quick, very, very brutal. Now we just countered his coop with ours. So we're slow playing a little bit here. We'll get our catapult out. We're dealing all right with his Jimbo. Not too mad about this. All right, so we just want to be careful here. We're not worried about his coop busting through our coop. So we just got to make sure that we keep those Cox value away from the New Kid, right? We don't want him to just be able to explode over and over. So see, if you don't time it right, he actually killed 3 coop right there and didn't get any value from it really, right? So it's kind of difficult to get the value from the City Walk guy without screwing it up. So the DSR comes out, so we instantly play the Man Bear Pig. Works out pretty well. We'll see what he does here. Our Jimbo is down, and he does pretty good damage against the Man Bear Pig, but that's 300 value that he instantly used. What I would have done is waited until people started hitting a tank or something, and then maybe tried to get the rats on the backside. But the Monkey was a good play there. Monkey v Monkey. I mean, my Monkey was good just to kill his Monkey, so that was good. Manberry Pig getting onto New Kid now. That's very tough to deal with. We get the rats there, which is good to deal with the riffraff. Our catapult surviving, hitting New Kid again with the Manberry Pig. Well done. Manberry Pig hits one more time. Looking pretty good so far. 164. We get the poison out. Nicely done. Is it able? Oh no, the Satan. No, the Satan. The level 5 Satan. Not enough. I don't know. That's pretty proof positive. The Satan prevented him from getting that value. Now we're trying to get that 83. We're not even giving a fuck about our bar. We're giving up that bar to an extent, but the DSR plus dog poo just as effective as Satan was. And the monkey stopping the rats. Oh, just enough. Can the Ned get there in time? No, he can't. Not getting the last bar. Well played, well played. That was pretty fun. That was fun. A good week, fun week, good matches. Koo, good to see ya. The Urchin, welcome in. Drunk Scoob, welcome back. Good to see ya. Team Wars, a lot of weeks still comes down to card levels. No way, it's tic-tac-toe, baby. I had level 4 Jimbo in 6 matches and 1 versus level 5 in all 3 of them. I mean, all 6. Well, 3 of them had probably Jimbo level 5. Some of them might not have had it. Love the incoming changes. Yeah, they'll be interesting. We'll talk about those in a little bit. But first, let's go over the deck for next week. Although I think this might be one of the most no-brainer weeks I think we've ever had. I'd be surprised if any of you picked any different than what I'm about to pick. So I would say there's 2 slots that you might see different picks for. 2 or 3. But I would say it's pretty obvious to me. So first off, Pocahontas, obvious choice. Rogue token, doesn't really have any targets. Doesn't really kill any of the backline necessarily in a good way, and because he doesn't kill him completely. So the problem is you're gonna do a little damage to somebody, then Angel plus Robin plus Maxi is just gonna heal your shit back. So not a good choice. Pocahontas could get some stuff out there, get some value out there. Pocahontas versus Maxi near your New Kid. Pocahontas will eat up that Maxi real quick. And then the whole time Maxi's doing his little animation at half health, Pocahontas is beating the shit out of him. So works out pretty well. Pocahontas counters the Maxi, prevents you from having to use the transmog on the Maxi if the enemy plays Maxi poorly. Very good choice. Like it. Lock it in. That's what I'm talking about. That's rock, paper, scissors. That's your choice. Pocahontas against Maxi. That's your goal. Otherwise, Pocahontas versus Swordsman. Also very good. Pocahontas versus any other card out here. Very good. Pocahontas is a great card. 2 shots, most of the range. Great shit. Inuit versus Hanky. I'd say Inuit is the choice. Hanky, you know, even if he gets his ability off, you know, you could just get countered by fucking Enforcer. So not a great choice. Inuit could potentially kill Maxi, could potentially kill Swordsman, could potentially kill something that got boosted by Robin Tweak. Inuit could kill the Pocahontas. Inuit could kill New Kid and take the bar. Like, it's just incredible value there. And also Inuit in the corner right when the enemy's about to use Mintberry Crunch. Boom, dead Mintberry Crunch. So a lot of value from that Inuit. A lot of value. My account that had level 4 Jimbo also had level 5 Manberry Pig. That's true, but Moody had level 4. And I beat Samula, who's got great levels. He had level 4 Manberry Pig and level 4 Jimbo and Robo Bebe as the pick. I mean, come on, give me something. Give me something. Angel is the choice. Such a good card. Very good. So many heals that can get value from these big valued targets. 400 here, 400 there, 400 there, 400 there, whatever it might be. Very good value. Also, if you play it right, Angel healing the Inuit so Inuit versus Inuit, I think they leave each other with a little bit of health. So if your Inuit hits enemy Inuit, something else kills Inuit, and you heal your Inuit, then your Inuit's going to be streaking. It's gonna be really good. Also, Angel can heal at a very far distance, which is great. Also, your goal will be to get Angel to heal Maxi right after that halfway point. You get him double stacked. That's a lot of heal. A lot of heal. Also, Marine Craig, just not very good. Any damage he does just gets healed back. No big deal. Transmog is going to be the choice. If there's something that's going to give you trouble, it just kind of depends on your hand, I would say. The biggest transmog targets, obviously Maxi for the less energy. But you got to be smart because, like, if they play Maxi wrong, don't remove it, right? Use it on the Mintberry Crunch or something like that. Mintberry Crunch / Medusa, pretty decent. I'd take that -1 any day if I can't get to them or don't think I'll be able to get to them. Removing a Garrison that might cause me trouble, maybe. It kind of just depends on the situation. If somebody gets hit something like the Robin, like maybe he's gonna Robin tweak, you know, Pocahontas right away. Maybe remove the Pocahontas then. You know, that's good value there. So I don't know. It kind of depends on the situation. I'd probably like wait though until I know, okay, I need to. If I don't transmog this, I can't do anything else. You know. Try to always transmog full health targets if you can. You don't want to lose that value. Shield Inuit, yeah. I like Paladin. But yeah, you could transmog Inuit if something's gonna really fuck you up. I would say Aerostorm, potentially the only thing really you could target would be the Inuit, but some people might, you know, play Inuit in a way where he's gonna die before. Like if you play Inuit in front of Pocahontas, Aerostorm's not gonna get there quick enough. Pocahontas will kill him. He'll two-shot that bitch real quick. So I would say Transmog's just too good. Maxi over Mimsy, obviously. These are the choices where it's like, so this choice I think is obvious. This choice, probably obvious. This choice, probably obvious. This one, obvious. This one, Maxi, obvious. This one, Zen, obvious. Sheriff, like, maybe if you want to, like, if you go Aerostorm, maybe go Sheriff too, because you could, like, use Aerostorm and Sheriff at the same time and kill Mintberry Crunch maybe. But I don't think that's worth it. You're better off just, like, playing your Mintberry Crunch better. Or maybe going Swordsman and hoping you get your ability... your ability on Swordsman or something. Or your ability on Mintberry Crunch. But I can't trust that because, like, Enforcer's there too, right? So... you really want to play your Mintberry Crunch in the corner so Enforcer can't affect it. But Zen's going to be good. I mean, Zen can you know, taunt in stuff that could really change the game. Like if you're Maxi, you know, just got about half health and you have Zen too, use the Zen, pull it in. Maxi survives longer, healing people, no longer getting hit by stuff. Like that's just, you know, Zen's just good business. And a very easy Robin tweak target. If you want to just get 900 heal real quick, you know, Zen's half health, use him, gets a lot of health. If it's at your new kid, it might be actually pretty good. Robin hits pretty hard now. Not really hard, but pretty decent. Robin, I think, is the choice. Like some Yahoos might go Outlaw. Obviously, Adventure Locks can go Outlaw, but Outlaw just doesn't, like you said, anything that doesn't do a lot of damage is just going to get healed up. And really, your Mintberry Crunch is gonna be the bulk of your damage, and then, you know, everything else is just gravy. So keeping that Mintberry Crunch alive is gonna be your goal more than anything. And Robin tweak on Mintberry Crunch that got, like, enemy Mintberry Crunch hit my Mintberry Crunch. I play Robin tweak, heal my Mintberry Crunch fully, plus 400 health. That's fucking value, dude. What up, Tree Fitty? That's value. So yeah, Robin Tweak, very good card. Enforcer versus Swordsman. This is the one where I would say maybe some teams might go Swordsman, some teams might go Enforcer. I would say this is the first slot that's maybe like I can actually consider one better than other. I would say Enforcer because the deck's already pretty thick. You know, you're gonna have Maxi, you're gonna have Pocahontas, you're gonna have the 4-cost Medusa or Mintberry Crunch. You're gonna have the staff. You know, you're gonna have some pretty heavy cards there, but you have a lot of 3-cost as well. So it's got a pretty good balance. But I think Swordsman Too easy to just play Enforcer at the right time and not get any value from him. Too easy to make him look the wrong way and not get any value. You know, maybe his ability just kills Paladin or something like that. Too easy to keep him away from your new kid, I think, with the current options. So I would say Enforcer, the potential upside for Enforcer, very good. 2 cost, also very important. You know, potentially stop a streaking assassin from taking your new kid or something like that. Enforcer could also help against, like, you know, Inuit or something like that. You know, lose the 2 energy, but not a big deal. I think Enforcer's the choice there, personally. Medusa versus Midberry Crunch might depend on your team's levels, but I think even a level 3 Midberry Crunch is going to be better than a level 4 Medusa, even level 5 Medusa, because a Midberry Crunch used in the right way this week is just going to get infinite value. It's just going to keep getting value over and over and over again. And also could potentially take away the Inuit, you know, like even if Midberry Crunch does die to Inuit, that's, you know, these cards being able to just like really push without much fear of anything. So I think Midberry Crunch is definitely good this week. But also I would say never use your Midberry Crunch right when you get it. Wait a little bit. If they end up playing their Inuit, you can counter their Inuit real quick with, you know, your Inuit or whatever it might be, Paladin, whatever. And then your Midberry Crunch is ready to fuck. I would say Toolshed is probably the choice this week to counter any tank, really. When you couple Toolshed's just overall damage plus, you know, the stun, the extra damage from the Chomper, just you can get a lot of value from the Toolshed. I'd also say Toolshed would be a decent target to maybe get the Midberry Crunch boost on him, help him stay alive a little bit. Also, you know, Toolshed with the extra health from Robin, not a terrible choice. The program freeze, not terrible. The freeze could be impactful, but the Toolshed, you could get multiple, you know, you can slow play with that, get him out there. Maybe it ends up hitting Inuit or something like that. You know, it could be really impactful. I would say Paladin versus Deckhand. I could get use out of Deckhand, so probably like Adventure Lock will use the Deckhand. I could get use out of the Deckhand for sure. Heal the Maxi, heal the Swordsman, heal the Pocahontas, something like that. And the way it works now, but there's going to be so much stuff that could potentially get healed that might not be very useful. So I would say Paladin could be very useful. Paladin could save from an Inuit kill. Paladin could save your new kid from fatal damage. Paladin can just, you know, get the new kid bar if he streaks 2 energy real quick, could be impactful. You know, get him on to Maxi, and it kind of not only kind of defends your push a little bit, but deals good damage to him. So yeah, I would say that one's pretty obvious. And then the other choice here, I could see some teams considering the Castle. I personally think the Castle just leads you to inevitably a bad push, that you're at mercy of the timer of that card and you don't get to choose. Whereas Staff is out there longer. You don't have to worry about a shitty tank coming afterwards. Level doesn't matter. And, you know, if you have a cycle that ends up working out and you play Staff right at the 1 minute mark, you know, right after they play Zen or something like that, you know, you're going to be in pretty good advantage to get the battle on your side and counter push for victory. So I think that's pretty obvious this week. We'll see. Do you guys like my new Boba Fett, Lego Boba Fett? It's kind of by the other Star Wars stuff. All right, let's look at the update. So this update is going to be balance changes mostly, will probably be the important part. So member berries, we'll see how we feel, but we'll go through this real quick. Weekly event, looks like we got one from Tuesday to Thursday. We got a draft mission right now.
No, God!
Please, careful. We got mission right now.
God, please, no!
I would say play the Dar one, because Dar probably you don't have Dar level 5. Otherwise, we could probably take a break this week until the weekend. But we got the Broflovsky family chaos mode. So everybody from the Broflovsky family members will be boosted stats. So Kyle and Ike and etc. Pretty fun. So that one could be interesting. I don't really like challenge mode anymore. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed it. All right, so most important right here, the balance changes. So this one, pretty nice actually. So the first time ever New Kid has been changed, and New Kid will now stun things for 2 seconds after they get hit by the New Kid bar. Now the 1 second stun right now, 1 second stun is so like inconsequential that you don't really even notice it happens. It's just kind of like, oh, they get knocked back, and so they like freeze for a second because like they get knocked back. You don't even notice that they stop, right? A 2 second stun now will really help deal with, you know, maybe Sizzler got right to your New Kid, or, you know, maybe an assassin that survives New Kid got next to your New Kid or something like that, right? New Kid Blast, that is. Especially in Team Wars, that could be important. So I would say this is pretty good. You wonder if this impacts your ability to keep like Gizmo alive or something like that off of the blast. It shouldn't, but we'll see. But now instead of 1 second, it's 2 seconds. So I mean, that's a big change really, right? Like a full 100% increase. But when it's only a second, not too impactful. I would say this just gives you more of a chance to counterplay with the New Kid stun and blast, and use that to your advantage. You know, maybe might be a little bit easier to give up that bar and you know, defend further, and you know, get those counterplays and those comebacks. So could be pretty good. Yeah, Dougie, shielded Dougie's a good example. Yeah, shouldn't no longer, the Dougie shouldn't be able to hit New Kid, stun you, New Kid blows up, and then stuns you again immediately, right? Shouldn't be able to do that. Change to Sizzler may give you more of a chance to stop. Yeah, Sizzler definitely won't be as impactful anymore. We'll talk about that when we get to that. So Alien Clyde, I don't really love what they did to Alien Clyde. So obviously Alien Clyde as a unit, health and attack increased 25%. Pretty good. You get that level 7 boost. It'll be pretty decent 3 cost. But the power damage is actually overall lowered, but it comes out quicker. So it's 35% less, but it's 50% quicker. So I like that part. And it now spreads to ground units near the target. Now, I don't know exactly what that means. If that just means AoE like Marine Craig, where like after it hits the mecha in the back, if there's anything else around it, it'll hit both of them. So like now, if the enemy plays pigeons, you could play Alien Clyde and kill all the pigeons, right? I don't know if it means that, or if it means like once they're poisoned, if they walk near anybody else, then they get poisoned. Then that would be cool. If it was like Space Aids and you hit the enemy visitor and then they spread out and then they get next to the Mitberry Crunch and then the Mitberry Crunch gets poisoned, that could be really cool. So if something like that happens, awesome. But my guess is it'll just be like Marine Craig, and it'll just be like an AoE where it hits. But we'll see. The fact that it says spreads to ground units near the target. Why didn't it just say like AoE or something like that, you know? But we'll see. I think he's a shittier Marine Craig. At least Marine Craig is, you know, range. Woodland Critters change. I like this. Mainly because this will really, really work well with Coop now, where you can pretty much eat the Coop every time the Coop gets spawned, and you can really slow play and just have a stacked as fuck Woodland Critter ready to get defended at midline. So that could be really interesting. So they're just decreasing the charge duration. So pretty much when you want the Woodland Critters, you'll have it, pretty much. Now, Shield Maiden, I mean, this is just, I guess this is better, I guess. But, like, already for 3 costs, Shield Maiden was one of the best cards in the game. But her power duration did scale with level. So, like, once you got to, like, level 5, God forbid level 6, you could stay alive for a long time. Now, they're changing the duration to be a base 4 seconds, which is about what it is at max level 4. So it'll go down overall, but still, like, max level 4 Shield Maiden does just fine. The reason that max level 4 Shield Maiden doesn't do as well isn't because the shield isn't as long, it's because she just doesn't have as much health, because she's just a lower, you know, she's quicker to die. But now she's got 22% increased health. She's got power duration, which was decreased. So now it's 14% long, like shorter. So like that's the power duration, meaning how long she stays shielded. So that actually doesn't really impact the fact that she'll get the shield again after she gets drow shielded, right? So like this might actually end up timing better with the drow, which is really her strength, is being able to counter, you know, use the drow and her shield to stay alive for a very long time. Plus Stand the Great ability was another reason that helped a lot. You could keep Shield Maiden alive for so long. Put Witch in there and slow people, like the amount of damage mitigation from fantasy is just fantastic. All right, and now the two big ticket ones I would say are, we'll start with Sizzler Stewart. So movement speed in general has been increased. So Sizzler will move quicker just in general, but his maximum movement speed increase gets really decreased, right? So instead of being able to be boosted pretty much 100%, 200% technically, he only goes up 118%, right? So overall, he won't really increase his movement speed that much, but his attack speed about the same. You know, it's not much different. So basically what they're doing here is he won't really get there sooner, right? So if you use him on defense and you blast up with him and you get him boosted, he's not gonna just streak towards New Kid and be a threat right away, right? It's gonna take longer for him to get there, but once he's there, he's gonna still do just as much damage. And then plus the New Kid damage, or the new New Kid stun, it's pretty easy to say that Sizzler is no longer gonna take 3 bars in Team Wars, right? But because he's gonna get knocked back, stunned, and then have to still walk much slower than he was before. So, but he'll be quicker right away, right? So like you can get to New Kid quicker on no stacks than you could previously. So if you play Sizzler mid on nothing, he'll be a little quicker to get to New Kid. So like it's, you know, gives him a little bit of a different play style. Overall, I think that's better. Kind of curbs his power, because his power is very, very strong. Still not gonna deal with the fact that he can 3-shot bars because he's attacked so quick. And member berries, so they're changing it from 3 member berries get created to 2. Doesn't really fix the fact that those 2 could then spread to 2 more, and then 2 more, and then 2 more. I will say, obviously, this helps the fact that it's just like, it won't be quite as no-brainer to get value from them, because a lot of the times you'll see, you know, they get Manbear Pig, Hamsters, and Staff or something, you know, like they don't get very good picks, but because they get Manbear Pig, it works out, right? So having that only be 2 to gamble with instead of 3, I don't hate that. I would say the biggest problem with it is still the range that it can reach. The fact that you can like play a mid and get a Manbear Pig like right next to your New Kid's tower, that's I think the biggest problem. But this is a good start, I'd say. Obviously this was a very easy, lazy way, and this is kind of what I was expecting, at least this. But because it took them so long, I guess it's just because they were gone, like they truly were on a break. To me, it seems like for it to take this long, you'd think that they were reworking the whole fucking card, right? So for it to just be something so simple as, you know, max spread to 2, I get it. It's simple, it's easy. I think this will curb quite a few people from playing them, or it will at least impact the type of deck you can use. You can't make quite as, no-brainer of a deck. You might have to be a little bit more clever with it to kind of try to force the better draws to what to your advantage. But overall the value could still potentially be there. And obviously, if you hit a target that dies, or a flying target, can still multiply over and over and over again. So I mean, it's better than what I was expecting, which was at level 1 to 3 you get 1 berry, at level 3 to 5 you get 2 berries, from level 5 to 7 you get 4 berries, or something stupid like that. Like, you never know what they could do. But I mean, at least what I was thinking, like, at least wait to get to level 7 to get 3 berries or something like that, or level 6 or 7 or something like that. Something to curb the power, so that if you have it at level 1, at least you only might get 1 instead of being able to pull 3 from. It's just bullshit. At least make them level. Like, they've been trying to change a lot of cards to have to be leveled to get value, or just like removing the level increase completely and then just like equalizing it, like they did with Shield Maiden. They did that with a couple other cards where they took off the scale, just made it like kind of meet in the middle, and then made it just overall better or worse, whichever way you look at it, but more consistent, right? Range should be smaller. Yeah, I agree to that. Shouldn't target flying units. Yeah, I could see that, just not targeting them, or just like trigger on them. Just like just hit them in the air. Like, they're flying through the air. Why can't they just hit them before they hit the ground? The timer should actually be accurate. Yeah, that's one problem I don't like either. And also, I think the biggest thing is the fact that like you just don't have that much actual area to step on them. Like, even if you walk like right above them or right below them, you don't even hit it, right? It's a very tiny amount of space there. So what I would say you need to do is, once you lay it out, it's a certain size, and then it starts to grow. Like, the member berries start to multiply, and they reach maybe like halfway the total circle, and in that area you can step on it easier. Like, maybe it does more damage. Like, the longer it stays awake, the bigger it gets. It does more damage if you step on it, and it can do like a really good amount of damage. Like, if you get it really big and then Man Bear Pig steps on it, you do a good amount of damage. Maybe it's like a percentage of health or something. I don't fucking know. Make it meaningful damage, but then make it so that it's easier to step on, or easier to, like, you can't just play it right next to my unit and it won't hit it. Like, eventually it will expand and hit the unit that I played next to it, and maybe that would make it a little bit easier to deal with. But then I would say, no, at this point I would say don't do that, because now that it only breaks to 2, I would say that'd be too much, unless you make it cheaper. Make it 4 cost, only breaks to 2, but then increases the size, but increases damage, something like that. Just something interesting. But it still glitches where it stays on the field. Yeah, it definitely screws up sometimes. But I mean, this is a good start. It's not ideal, but it could definitely be worse. I will say much less people will use it, unless situations like this weekend where like 6 cards for the event were just like perfect member berries candidates. So like you just played that because of that, right? No big deal. All right, what's the deal with Shield Maiden? She's already one of the best fighters in the game, and she gets a 20% health buff. I mean, overall, it probably doesn't change much of her effectiveness, because she's losing that shield. But I think one of her strengths is the fact that she can get her shield charging while her shield is active. So even with half a second less on the shield, it's still good value, because you're charging your shield already, and you could potentially get a Santa right away, or whatever, reset it right away, get a drow boost, all sorts of stuff to keep her alive. So I think overall this will make her a better unit in general if she gets power binded or something like that. A better unit as far as just like skirmishing, but overall but it'll just make her a little bit harder to keep alive, you know, so easily. The timing will just be a little bit different, and you'll have to work a little bit harder to do it, but it's still good. Still good. Be much less impactful alone as well. We'll kind of need that drow. Are there any plans for extra features? More team elements, combined servers, Nelly buff, 4-cost fighters. You can have Som or Sizzler. Yeah, Nelly's just terrible. 3-cost really needed that AoE slot, you know. But I guess Super Craig kind of fills that. But yeah, I wish they would have. I mean, I wish they would have gone the opposite direction. Like Nelly, like make Nelly just enough attack to like kill Cox or something like that, and then make her 2-cost, make her cheaper. You know, get that really cheap unit. That'd be fun. Finally, Sizzler gets annoyed. I mean, he'll still be. You won't see much less Sizzler. You know, if you still got Sizzler at 4 or 5, you're still probably gonna use Sizzler in your sci-fi decks. You can't beat his stun. You can't beat the value he can get in a short time span. He won't win quite as many games quite as easily. Still very valuable. Max spread 33%. Yeah, that sucks. Nothing about berries spawning more berries. Nothing about berries spawning enemy units right in front of your new kid's face. Yeah, the range, I think, is one of the problems that's a problem. Berry nerf is a bad joke. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's enough to really curb a lot of people from using it. I'll be honest. Why are majority of balance changes so random? Shield Maiden Wendy didn't need to be touched. Well, I mean, I would say that, like, they finally getting to the point where a lot of people are having level 5s and level 6s, so they are kind of finally understanding, like, goddamn, you know, once people get level 5 Wendy, she's a powerhouse. And now they're, you know, the statistics are finally realizing that. Because at level 2, 3, 4, Wendy's not terrible. Like 4 is still pretty good, but not earth-shattering. Once she gets to 5, though, she really is a force to be reckoned with. And then, God forbid, people are starting to get her to 6. So, yeah, I get that. I don't hate that. Never come across a fantasy deck without her in it. Yeah, that's true. So many cards that never. Well, this is kind of a. I would say this is overall a nerf to her though. Like her skill gap just increased, but the health boost, you know, probably didn't even need to be there. Honestly, you just change her ability and you don't need to counteract that because she was already too strong, right? They keep doing this thing where it's like, all right, we're going to change one of the things that made this card too strong, but, you know, we're going to make Call Girl DPS way higher. So it's like, it doesn't even fix the fact that the cards are just like, those cards are just good. Like the kit for that card is just good. Shield Maiden, a fighter that can shield herself. That's a good kit. Like, it doesn't matter what you do to the shield, doesn't matter what you do to her health, whatever. It's gonna be a good kit. You can't fuck with that. You can shield yourself. You can heal yourself from an Inuit or something like that. You know, you can protect yourself when a Psalm's coming, when Satan's coming. Like, there's just so much value there that even if maybe you have to be more selective on when you use the shield, as long as the shield's there and available, it gives her that value, right? So it's really, really tough to not... it's tough to not see that as like an overall debuff, you know. That's what I did with Alien Clyde. Yeah, Alien Clyde's weird. I don't like that change. For Christ's sake, why do people have to moan about every single thing they do? I disagree. I think my Shield Maiden's a problem, personally. Like, my Shield Maiden with Drow and Stan the Great with Hanky, like, that bitch is hard to deal with. But no, for sure, like, she's not impossible. Sizzler counters her because of the stun. You stun her at the right time, can't shield it, you know. A lot of stuff that can deal with her. They make the okay cards really good to distract them from fixing the bad cards. I mean, they're trying to fix the bad cards, though. Like, you got to give them credit. Alien Clyde, like, they're trying. We'll see how Alien Clyde works. If that AoE, if it, like, actually, like, passes around to, like, their whole arena, that could be dope. I give zero credit. Level 5 Shield Maiden was definitely a problem. Yeah, Team Wars especially. So easy to survive over and over again. Member Berry's nerf looks like a joke. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's definitely won't be as easy to just like fuck you up, right? So I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Buff gnomes. Hope not. I guess the Pope Dar fix got tossed in the bin. I mean, who cares about Pope Dar? When's 6 element Randy health buff coming? Such a sad community of whiners, right? Same whiners when Dar was nerfed. What nerf did not remove card from game? I do see a lot less Dar, but it's still good. You know, it's just got to be with the right cards. One of the reasons that Dar is not as good anymore is because like all the units that Dar used to be really good with are now not quite as good. You know, Jimbo Dar was brutal when he first came out because he was so good. You know, Sizzler Dar was really good because of you know just how good Sizzler was. And Incan Dar obviously was good because it was just so easy to get value from it. Any idea on Mayor fix with Sam? Apparently you can't Sam. You just have to Mayor earlier. That's it. Hey, what's up, Ozzy Manny? Just started the game and realized it's pretty fun. Any newbie advice? Should I be leveling units as I go or saving materials? That kind of depends on what type of player you'll be. If you're gonna play a lot and you're gonna get a lot of value, which like your maximum value you can get every day is finishing whatever event there is for that day, and then getting 45 wins and then opening the lockers from those wins. So if you want to maximize your value, 45 wins in every 24-hour period. It's a lot of wins, but that's where you get your value is from the lockers. Otherwise, there's the PvE content. I would say personally, once you get to a point where you just can't easily breeze through the PvE content, just play PvP until your cards are leveled up enough to just be able to just breeze through the PvE, because it's just not worth wasting time losing levels because your cards aren't good enough. But if you're going to be playing a lot, it's a little bit less important to focus on certain things, because overall you're gonna amass a lot of materials and stuff over time. But early on, I would say you kind of want to not upgrade anything to start. Just kind of like get everything kind of like at a baseline level, like for like your main deck. Just like kind of like don't get any higher than this until you kind of decide what you're gonna do, what decks you like, what themes you want to focus on. And in essence, you're gonna end up focusing on 2 themes, and that's gonna be like your main deck themes, which is gonna be what you're gonna be requesting. I would say get in a team. That's the biggest thing. So you can start requesting cards, because that's the best way to focus on specific things, is getting your requests in, getting those cards, and then you can slowly build up, because you'll get to the point where the only thing you're waiting on is 200 copies of a card or 25 epics or whatever it might be. You're waiting for a lot of copies of one card, and in that time frame you can be saving up materials and coins, or you can be choosing other cards to upgrade. I would say the best way to kind of upgrade is to pick your main themes. Coins are going to be the biggest problem. Unless you're spending money refreshing packs and stuff like that, you're not going to get a lot of coins. Events and stuff like that help a lot, but early on, coins are just going to be hard to come by. And later on, like every level is 1,000 coins or 1,300 coins or something like that, so it takes a while. But materials, try to buy a couple of them from your shops every day, PvP packs and stuff like that. Get as much as you can. Definitely try to play every 4 hours to get your PvP packs. Those are going to be the most consistent value that you're going to be able to get. But yeah, I would say don't upgrade until you kind of figure out what you like, what you don't like, or just like what you get lucky and get pulls of. Like if you get like 5 or 6 of one epic, you get that epic up to like level 3. That one epic being leveled up, or one legend being level 2, could be enough to like really skyrocket your deck to be able to push you to higher PvP ranks, which is going to be able to let you get more rewards per win, per event, stuff like that, because as you rank up, you get more PvP pack rewards and stuff like that. So the game's all about the grind. You're going to get to a point where you're going to plateau. You're just going to be waiting for cards. And at that point, kind of mess around with stuff. Challenge mode, your card levels don't matter. So you can play challenge mode and get a feel for cards at a higher level and see kind of what you want. And then at the end of the day, the best way to upgrade is to upgrade your main deck, focus on that, and then only upgrade other stuff if it's a Team Wars card that you could upgrade that can actually help you. That won't happen for a while because you'll get it at like a base level. But those, to get it past base level is, actually pretty quick. But a lot of people to give you a lot of advice. So it's good to find you. 45 PvP wins. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, when you win PvP match, you get locker limit. And when you reach that locker limit, you'll get a little notification that says, hey, you've reached locker limit, and that'll reset on, and it'll give you a timer. So you'll never have to worry about not getting it. But eventually, lockers aren't great rewards, but you can get legends from them potentially, which is like in no other game can you get legends from like the free thing, right? It's just so rare. On weekends when it's a card options, you can get ×2, so you could get 2 epics, 2 legends, 2 6 rares, 10 commons, 20 whatever it is. You can get a lot of PvP tickets. You get thousands of PvP tickets on one pull. So it's definitely, there's times when it's better to grind. If you're gonna get 45 wins, you want it to be on a time where you're gonna get 2 ×2 from the lockers. And then as you upgrade your rank, you get more chances at ×2. Early on, you get like 10, 20%. Later on, you get 35% chance at ×2. So it upgrades a lot. Quit the game, LOL. You're looking forward to the superhero theme? Yeah, superhero theme's a fun one. It's very easy to get started for coins and materials. Yeah. Unless you're spending money or you're grinding a lot, one account, grind a lot. Like, it adds up pretty quickly. 6 Element Randy feels good. Yeah, I agree. Here's my problem with berries. I know they're OP, but it's my real problem when Fast Pass goes over a trap. During his ability, it goes off. But it doesn't set off berries. Oh, really? It'll trigger Tool Shed trap? Huh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's true. It should reach through and hit him. That'd be fun. I think Mimsy's a good counter to berries because you can just he's going to run through them. But, they can kind of counter that and get it right and, use berries in a way where Mimsy can't hit him if they're smart. But that first one, you can get really good value from it. But Ozzy, it's really good to see you. It's good to see new people drop in. If you want to check out my YouTube as well, and I have all sorts of stuff. If you can check out those links as well. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all sorts of stuff. Also have a Patreon if you want to really get good. I can watch videos that you upload and, show you how to play and stuff like that. We could do like 1v1 training sessions, all sorts of shit. I just opened that, so we haven't got it going too much. But yeah, Team Wars is good. Or Team Wars Shield Maiden is really good. But obviously, my Shield Maiden, when you get the right combo, it's so hard to kill her. So it'll make it a little harder to kill her. Using mind control on their unit blocking berries is fun. Oh yeah, and then just spawn it right away. Yeah. Depends on where they lay it though, If you truly play member berries well, there's no way to stop it. I think that's the biggest problem I have. If you truly play it well and in a situation, like if I don't know you have it, it's so easy to play into a situation where I cannot do anything. Especially if it's like Call Girl Kun, that's like a perfect situation where, if I'm on defense, I play Call Girl Kun, make a good stop on him. If he plays member berries in the right position, I can't stop him from getting at least 2 because I can't you can't force kill your own units. That's the problem. If you could just kill, attack myself, shit, Call Girl, start attacking Kun real quick. It'd be kind of fun, but that would be insane if you could really control the game to that extent. And then it'd just be a nightmare because it'd be whoever has the bigger screen has the advantage. The biggest issue with it is there's no way to deal with it. Yeah, if you could, I really wish you could Arrow Storm or Fireball and blow it up, Other games that I play similar to this, if you have a trap or a building or something like that, all sorts of stuff damages it and can potentially deal with it. Please, can we get a progress update for the bug? New season of the show starts next week. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get new cards with the episodes like we have been. Nobody cares. Something wrong with you people, but the truth is, at least on this game, the more brainless people with enough money to spend. What? Okay, so they're saying Mayor works to stop some cards mid animation, some not. I mean, Sam just triggers, he just officially triggers sooner, so like you can't stop it. So just use Mayor sooner, you know what I mean? Like, or just wait till the first Sam blast and then use Mayor, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world if Sam gets one hit off anymore. Not the end of the world. All right. Thank you for the update. The issue with member berries is the immense value received from the cards in exchange for 5. Spreads amounting to 20 plus energy results ended in one-sided games. Well, I mean, now though, the most you can really get would be like 14 if you get Manbear Pig and Scuzzlebutt. But obviously you can still like multiply it indefinitely with certain cards. The main part that needs to be addressed is the unbalanced energy trade. Well, that's the point of it though, right? It's like a high cost, high risk, high reward. That's the idea, right? So you don't want to change that. Like, you don't want to change the makeup of the card, because at its core, it's an interesting card. Just shouldn't be quite as impactful. Even if it's just one thing. Like, maybe it's 4 cost, make it 1, but it's so easy to make, like guarantee it's going to be Manbear Pig. You know what I mean? That's the problem. I don't care about his stupid metaphor about nachos. The member berries nerf says joke. Yeah. Well, you know, we'll see if they change it. I truly think you're going to be surprised how many people stop playing it now. Do you mean spread as in only 2 berry spread? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it means 2 berry spread. It's very, I think it's pretty obvious. This is the last time I'm bringing this to your attention. Ads like music videos or YouTube channel allow you to skip after 5 seconds. I don't think that's true. Are there any plans to further game features? Increase the number of team members? Nah, that won't ever happen. 50 is actually kind of a lot. And some of the games I play, you only have 20 people on your team, 30 people on your team. There is one game that I play that you have to level up your team. And as your team levels up, you can have more people on your team, which lets you level up higher. And you can have up to like, I think you can have up to 50 people on your team, but it starts at only like 20 or something like that. It's kind of interesting. Nelly buff. Yeah, that's funny. Oh my god, it took you 4 months for this nerf. Yeah, I agree. Like, for the time it took them to change it, something should have changed, right? Max energy spawn. I don't like that, because it's like, then it's pointless. If you can't potentially get, you know, really high value targets from it, nobody's going to use it really, unless you lower it from 5. If you make it 3 cost trap that can spawn up to 3 cost cards, then the goal is to get like Tool Shed, Shield Maiden, you know, to get those types of cards, or maybe 4 cost would be fair. Then you're trying to get Sizzler, you're trying to get Witch, you're trying to get Som, you're trying to get shit like that. I could see that. Trying to get Nelly. I could see that being a little bit more, you know, useful. Not as impactful, not quite as brutal. You still have the Pope to potentially pull in, you know, some fancy Manbear Pigs or something like that. But member berries wouldn't pull in big units anymore. I could see that being useful, but you'd have to lower its cost. It can't be 5 cost and be max energy at 4 or 3. So like, that just doesn't make sense. Because you know, you can potentially, like, there's 2 or 3 cards out there now that do kind of counter member berries, right? Member berries itself kind of counters member berries. Tool Shed technically can do it. It's a little bit difficult though. Mimsy is a fair counter, but obviously Future Randy counters it pretty well. I would say what we need is some sort of like spell card that can, like, give, yeah, if Arrow Storm hit it, you could leave it as it is right now and it wouldn't be impactful, because if it ever became so meta that everybody used it, everybody would just run adventure with Arrow Storm and just get 1 energy every time they played it, because you could just Arrow Storm and then probably hit some other stuff too, right? So yeah, I don't think, it'd be interesting. If it could get hit by stuff, you'd have to lower its cost. But then the upside is just so huge. If you don't have those other cards, then it just like really poisons the meta, because then it's just gonna be nothing but member berries and hoping they don't have Arrow Storm, which sounds no fun. Yeah, unholy on berries. I don't see why that wouldn't work. They're a living thing, right? They're about to trigger. You don't have anything else to do. You run in 3 units right into it. Unholy it. You know, what else? Interesting that they will quicken the ability. Which part, Rez? The game would be better with teams of 20? It'd be interesting. But then at that point, you'd have to... I don't know, that'd be tough. Team Wars wouldn't be like... You couldn't do like caps and shit. It'd have to be just like base level or something. It's hard not to call them dumb when posting their forum just out of frustration. Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, I will give them the benefit of the doubt and say that it's not like they were there the whole time. Like, other countries take 3-month vacations. It's really weird. So it's possible that they only really worked on it for a couple weeks. Doubt it though, because the card's been out for a while. But I would say it was a lazy change. I would say I would have said something like, I would have done this immediately and then seen how this plays, and then 4 months later made another change to potentially, maybe they'll see that nobody fucking plays it, and then they'll make it 4 cost, and then everybody will play it again. Who knows? But yeah, I agree. Definitely lazy. Could have been lots of other stuff. I would have definitely, what I would have done, if I would have changed it, I would have left it at 3, but I would have set it where it's easier to step on, and it's much smaller range, where you can't just like play it in the middle and it's fucking everybody. Like, it's got to be more of a, you have to play it really well, time it really well for there to be that many units in this little circle, and then you get good value from it. That's what I would do. Restricts, what's up? They need to nerf the range. I agreed, Fear. Make it take skill and planning to fuck. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah, exactly. Make it be super impactful, but make it be difficult. Like right now, it's just not hard. The cards are all set on a path. You can't fuck with it. I can't get units onto your side. Like if there was a unit in one of the games that I play called Heroic, you're kind of stuck on this line and you can only play on your half, but there's one card that you can play anywhere, and it's like an AoE damage wherever you put it, and then the unit ends up right there, right? So it's like playing rogue token anywhere, right? And you can play it anywhere on the field though. So there's a couple cards that sit back in the back, and if they sit there, it's like so hard to deal with, but because of this card, you can snipe those behind the enemy lines, basically. So if you could have a card like that where you could just fucking play it on their side and drop it onto the member berries and potentially spawn it, you could really, really have member berries be not as impactful, because that potential could be there, right? Maybe you could do something like, if it's a member berry and it gets stepped on that first iteration, like if I play it and it gets stepped on, it will pick the card that's all the way on the right. So I could easily play it and get Manbear Pig, because I could play it right on top of a unit and it would immediately pick the highest one. So I could get 7 energy for 5 at will, basically. Not terrible. Not the worst. Basically Pope does the same thing. Call Girl does the same thing, right? So not game changing. But then if it spreads to the 3, let's say it's still 3, let's say it's 2, whatever. If it spreads, then it's maxed at like 4 energy, where those 2 that it spreads to, it can't be higher than 4 energy. So then you're kind of capped at 8 energy, where potentially you could get 7 energy for it if you play it like an idiot, or you could play it well and you get 8 energy for it. Something like that, where like you're impacting it, changing it around. Could be fun. But yeah, I agree. Making it a smaller area, or just easier to step on as well, would help. But because the fact that you can reach so far back is a real big problem, because like if you get a big unit next to New Kid like that, and he can instantly target on New Kid sometimes, it's game over. You know, there's nothing you can do. There's not much you can do to displace big units like that, get them out of the way. They're still going to hit New Kid, especially if it's Man Bear Pig. Scale the size by level. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, at least something like that where it's like it goes up slowly over time. Maybe at level 5 it's similar to what it is now. Or maybe at level 6 it's similar to what it is now, and then at level 7 it's a little bigger than what it is now. I don't hate that, but I say if member berries get squashed, no units spawn, wasted energy. Yeah, that's really high risk, high reward. You'd have to go back to 3 spawning then. So potentially, like you have to do it in the. I mean, you might as well just not have it do damage then. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe it just does a lot of damage if you step on it, so that it's kind of worth it. Like a lot of damage, like we're talking like Inuit size damage. Because then, you know, it doesn't feel that bad if you play it like on a Man Bear Pig or something like that and do half damage or something like that, you know? I don't really love that, but it's a timetable they give with every OP card, yeah. I think they're giving us a DAR type timetable with the berries, yeah. Restricts, thanks again for the follow, appreciate you. Does Sizzler suck now? I don't think he'll be as game changing. Like he won't deal with a push and then take 2 New Kid bars anymore, but he'll be very good still. You know, he probably won't be quite as good like at level 3 at a higher level. You know, before you could see level 3 Sizzler, but even now you didn't really see level 3 Sizzler much anymore either. If you didn't have him leveled up to a decent amount, you didn't see him used. But the stun, still good. The standing damage that he can get in the middle of a fight, still good. He just won't turn around fights as quickly. He could still do it, mind you. Like once he gets there, he's still going to do as much damage. It's not going to change at all. But it'll just be a little bit more difficult for him to go from fight to fight and get really good value. What I would say, like with Sizzler, something that would be interesting, what I would have done instead of, you know, just keep fucking with his stats over and over, what I would have done is I would have changed it to work like Jimbo, where, and like pretty much any other Fury mechanic in any game ever, where after you're out of combat for a certain amount of time, those stacks go away. You know, think about League of Legends, anything like that, Jax or something like that. After you get 6 hits, you know, you get extra attack speed and you max it out at 6, but then after 5 seconds of not attacking, you lose that buff because, you know, you have to be attacking to get this Fury stack. So I could see something like that where if Sizzler is no longer attacking for 5 seconds, 4 seconds, whatever it might be, then he loses his stack slowly, kind of like Jimbo, which, you know, kind of does the same thing, lowers his impact overall. So, I mean, they kind of did that. Give berries health like energy staff, where you can shorten time. Where like range cards could hit it. I don't think that would really help. It'd be interesting if range cards could attack it though. Where you didn't have to just step on it, you could just play a range card. So then you really had to worry about protecting it. I don't hate that idea. I want Inkin those fucking things. Yeah, Inkin, I mean, you could argue that the member berries are too close to the ground for the Inkin beam to hit them, but then gnomes wouldn't get hit, rats wouldn't get hit, right? So you can't really use that. Lightning bolt it. I think lightning bolt at least, yeah, that would be fair. You know, I can lightning bolt staff. Why couldn't I lightning bolt that? I mean, because they're like a living thing, right? It's not like, I get it, I can't lightning bolt a chomper. I kind of understand that. I can't unholy combust a chomper. Why can't I unholy combust a member berry? You know? I don't know. It's not the worst change, obviously. They could have like made it better in a way. I would say this isn't the last time they're gonna touch it, though. You know, I'm sure it'll be adjusted again. I mean, you've seen Sizzler now. This is like the 4th time they've changed Sizzler. Still probably one of the best 4-cost fighters in the game, even after this change. So I think member berries will still reign supreme in a lot of situations. But I will say we'll probably see it less outside of events that really benefit from it. But thank you guys so much. I apologize for my voice. It will get better soon. And hopefully we'll stream tomorrow. It'll kind of depend on how my voice feels in the morning. But I appreciate you guys being here. If you are new, make sure you check out all my links and especially check out the YouTube. We just put up all our Team Wars games. So that's there and ready for you to watch all of them. We went through some of them earlier. We'll get this video and this clip up on YouTube for tomorrow so that you guys can check out the deck choices and all that kind of stuff with your team and go over the Team Wars games if you want to get some more strategy down. And otherwise, thanks so much for everybody stopping by after it's been like 2 weeks since we've done this. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much, and don't forget to check out the Discord. Add to the meme stream so that Symptomatic Sea Urchin isn't the only one. And we will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.